For me, it's always, you would hear like somebody do something like, I had that idea, I thought about that. And I got frustrated saying that myself or seeing other people say it, so I'm like, you know what? There's a million doors out there. I'm gonna just try every single door with what I'm doing. That door closed, I'm like, all right, that didn't work, let me try another one. I've been a youth pastor for 20 years, so my first church was in Brandon, and time came when it's time to move on, and a church here in Lakeland asked me to come out, and so we've been here a little over 11 years. I had taken up cycling, mainly just to be a little more healthier, not to be like Lance Armstrong, but just to keep my body moving. And so I had gotten up to a certain rate where I was doing almost 30 miles a day. And my father-in-law's house, there was a brand new trail. So I thought, I'll do this trail and we'll load up and head back home. And I was in like the safest location you can be. I was in a school zone on a sidewalk. There was a barrier right there, even crossing guards. But a lady, she was a teacher there, was running a little late, and she tried to beat me at the intersection, and she creamed me, and she struck me with her car, and then ran over me with her car. And I guess in nervousness or not knowing where I was, she proceeded to back over me. So I had over 30 broken bones, internal injuries, almost died at the scene, had a life flight me in a helicopter to the hospital, and I was in there for weeks. It was just insane. Just you're not prepared for that. You're not prepared to go on a trip and have a devastating accident. Where the art came in through all this was I was going to get some counseling. Thankfully, my wife and some friends did like an intervention in a sense, like, you're off. You need to go talk to somebody professional. She gave me a little exercise, my counselor, and she said, find something you love and put whatever you're dealing with into that and then find a way to release it. And so for me, the interpretation of the exercise was just, I love to draw, I'm gonna make an original drawing, and I'm just gonna leave it somewhere with a little business card. And so I started leaving art at coffee shops, state parks, just wherever we would go, I would just leave a piece of artwork. And I guess within a few days or weeks, I would get an email like, hey, I found your art. If I give you some money, will you make something for me? I'm like, what? This is not it was never the intention. It was just, I'm trying to deal with this and release it. And it just kept happening. So it became like a side hustle for us. So I still got to do what I loved, got to release things, but also got to provide for my family. Just went in a way we never expected, and now it's my full-time job, freelance illustrator, and it's just never knew. That was never in our wildest dreams that could happen. I think it's important to build the arts in Lakeland and the creative community because we're telling our story, we're sharing that with those who have been here, those who are coming, and a lot of people relocating here. And what better way is through visual or creative. The Lakeland Creative Makers is a great place to come and share your dream, to get inspiration, get motivation, but also a chance to vent and share your fears and what you're afraid of, because we're all in the same boat. We all have that same drive to get to that point or get to that next level. But we thought, how can we, first off, motivate and encourage them, but also force them to network and get them to do the things that I couldn't find, and we can all work together. And our first event, we thought maybe 10 people will show up, but our first event had 70, and we were not prepared for that, but we were also just shocked that everybody's having the same feelings and thoughts that we are. And the whole purpose of the Creative Makers is to help our community. So we meet the first Monday every month, and being in Lakeland, a lot of places aren't open on Monday or not doing super well on a Monday. So you bring in 50 to 100 people, we get to introduce them to that business. That's a big help and plus for them. But we also interview the owner of that business. We call him the host. And we do it like almost like a conversational Q&A, and then we open up to the audience to talk. And afterwards, we encourage everybody to hang out, talk, and figure out what they do or how they do different things. It's just been really cool to see it grow, realize how many people here have a dream and a passion, and the fact that we can help get to know that and share that and then uplift them. My name is Josh Galletta, and I'm a freelance illustrator. I work in pen and ink and black and white.